Hey, what's good everybody? It's your man Akin, and welcome to today's vlog. We are in week 14 of the college football season. There is plenty at stake this week because it's championship week. We're going to begin with the MAC championship between Northern Illinois and Miami of Ohio. There are a lot of good players to watch during this game, but two main players that you must see is Northern Illinois' Chad Spann and quarterback Chandler Harness. Spann is very low to the ground when he runs the ball, and he is a great power back. At 5'9", 200 pounds, he has powered his way to 20 rushing touchdowns this season. Quarterback Chandler Harness is an underrated dual-threat quarterback who is second in the team in rushing. I have him as my MAC Player of the Year. Now, I cannot forget about the Red Hawk defense of Miami. They have a great D. This is going to be a hard pick. I'm going to go with Northern Illinois in this game because I think Chad Spann and Chandler Harness are a good complement to one another. I think they're going to rush their team to a good win. The next game that you have to see is the Conference USA Championship between SMU and UCF. UCF has a great defense led by Bruce Miller. Also, on offense, they are led by true freshman Godfrey, who is my Conference USA Rookie of the Year. But we cannot forget about SMU and Coach June Jones's spread offense. I believe that SMU is going to win this game because their offense is great. They're a pass-first offense who set up the run, and they have a great running back in Zach Line, averaging over 6 yards a carry. I'm going to go with the Mustangs in this game. The next championship that you have to see is the ACC Championship between Florida State and number 15 Virginia Tech. Florida State has a lot of speed on both sides of the ball, as I said earlier in my other blogs. But the key to this game is that they have to do good running the football in order to set up the pass for quarterback Christian Parner. I'm going to go with Virginia Tech in this game, though, because their rushing attack is great. They're rushing for over 200 yards a game, and quarterback Tyrod Taylor can control the game at any time, especially with his feet. He is very dangerous once he gets outside of the pocket, so look out for them. I'm going to go with the Hokies in this game. The next championship that is a must-see is the Dr. Pepper Big 12 Championship between Nebraska and Oklahoma. This is a very hard game to pick because both teams are good for Oklahoma on offense and against Nebraska's pass defense. Nebraska is among the best in the nation in pass defense. They have probably the best secondary in the nation. This is going to be a hard pick because Oklahoma is great with the pass, especially with receiver Ryan Broyles, who is one of my finalists for the Fred Biletnikoff Award, given to the best receiver in the country. This is going to be a hard pick. One of the key things that Oklahoma needs to do to win this game is that they have to pound the ball well and pound it great. They need to substitute Roy Finch with running back DeMarco Murray. They both average just about the same amount of yards a carry, just under 5 yards per carry combined. I think that they have a balanced rush attack. They can win. But I have a good friend that you've seen in my earlier videos, Leanne Robbins. She's a great lady, and I'm going to go with her Nebraska Cornhuskers. Hi, Leanne, by the way. I'm going to go with Nebraska. So I think the Cornhuskers is going to win. Go Huskers. There are a couple of other matches that you have to see. One game is not a championship, but it's an important game that you have to have on your list to watch. And that's UConn versus South Florida. If UConn wins this game, they will represent the Big East in the BCS Bowl games. I want UConn to win because everybody wants to see a new team go to a BCS game. And everybody loves the underdog. I hope UConn's win this game, so I'm going to go with them. I think that the running back Jordan Todman is the Big East Offensive Player of the Year. They cannot win a game without him. He's averaging over 5 yards a carry, and he is the workhorse of the UConn offense. So I'm going to go with UConn in this game. Another game a couple other games to watch is in-state rivalry games. Oregon, who is number 2 in the nation, playing Oregon State in the Civil War. I'm going to go with Oregon because Oregon State has been playing sloppy lately, and Oregon is just too much in their speed offense. So Oregon on this one. And then in California, between USC and UCLA. This is a pretty big coin toss. Mitch Mustang is going to start at quarterback for USC because Matt Barkley is still hurt with his shoulder injury. It's just going to be a hard pick, but I'm going to go with the Trojans on this one. But anything can happen. Other in-state rivalries is tonight's game between Arizona State and Arizona. I'm going to go with the Wildcats. After losing to Oregon last week, I think the Wildcats are going to bounce back. So I'm going to go with Arizona. The other in-state rivalry game is Washington versus Washington State. This should be an easy game for Washington. Even though this is a rivalry game and anything can happen, I think Washington State is just whack. I don't think they're a good team. So I think that Jake Locker is going to have a decent game running the ball as well as passing the ball. So I'm going to go with the Huskies in this game. And my game of the week, the SEC Championship between Auburn and South Carolina. The previous game was a close game, which was decided down to the wire. Auburn ended up winning by only 8 points. It was a very close game. The key to this game for South Carolina is that Marcus Lattimore has to have a good game. If he gets over 25 touches a game, this game or more, and succeed well running the ball, I believe that South Carolina is going to win. If he does not rush the ball well, they will lose. He is the key to the Gamecocks offense. A lot of people are talking about their quarterback, Stephen Garcia, but Marcus Lattimore is the real key to the Gamecock games. If he does not perform well, they will not win. This is going to be a hard pick, and this can be an upset alert. But I'm going to go with the Tigers because after last week's game against the Crimson Tide, Cam Newton basically showed me why he should win the Heisman. He just did so much. He did not run the ball too well. He ended up beating the Crimson Tide with his arm, and he just showed me so much that I just believe that nobody can beat this Auburn team because they always find a way to win. They were down 24 points at Alabama. How can you do that and then come back against a great Alabama defense? Good game for them, and so I'm going to go with the Tigers in this one, but we will see. Thank you for watching today's vlog. I'm your man Akin. Be easy.